Say is, hot damn, is that a good looking Jedi right over there? Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi. The kit reveal is finally here, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like he is coming this week in just a couple of days, so prepare your wallets. Or something like that. Let's take a look at the kit. Alrighty, so first and foremost, loving the art on Padawan Obi-Wan. Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi over here. He is looking fly. I do like it. Do like it a lot. Alright, so lots of things to go over with this kit. It is kind of sick. Key attributes over here, high critical chance attacker. He's basically going to be getting like 100% plus critical chance. If he's able to crit, so there's no like crit avoidance, he is going to crit and gain some benefits as well. Punches me in the face with the lightsaber. I'm not sure why he would want to do that to me. I've never really insulted him or anything like that. Very, very rude. He does have his own exclusive datacron, which is a little bit weird, a little bit different, and it seems like a little bit of a gift towards the whales in the world. Not Welsh people like me, but people who invest lots of money in this game, because you can only get this if you unlock a 7-star Kenobi, which is good and bad. I'm sure there's not going to be loads and loads of people 7-star in this Kenobi, especially because unfortunately it doesn't look like this particular set of marquees is going to be like the Gungan marquees, in so much as they have got accelerated bonuses and additional shard drops and all that sort of good business. He has an Omicron for Conquest, and it is so much better than Sorties, and it's still not an Omicron that I'm going to advise anybody use. And he is devilishly handsome. That much is absolutely true. Good business, good business. Let's go ahead and get going on the kit then. So his basic ability is Practiced Aggression. One thing I do like about these abilities, the animation routines are absolutely sick. The animations are just really nice and smooth. He's got some good abilities, and for some reason chilling with R2-D2 over here. So I like this one. It's like a double twid. Does a little bit of a twirl. I mean, I know I would as well wearing those boots. So he deals physical damage and inflicts potency down on the target enemy for 1 turn. If that enemy has got 50% or more health, he gains 20% turn meter and foresight for 1 turn. For a basic, we're only in the second sentence, and for a basic, it's already pretty good. Potency down, if they've got over 50% health, he's gaining 20% turn meter and gaining foresight, kind of similar to Grandmaster Yoda in that respect. He deals 5% more damage, stacking to a maximum of 50% for each stack of heal over time that he has got on him. We know, of course, that Queen Amidala provides lots of heal over times and protection over time. If Master Qui-Gon, who is not in the game just yet, is available at the start of battle, the target enemy has less than 50% health, Obi-Wan is going to be gaining defense pen up and offense up for 1 turn. So very, very similar to Grandmaster Yoda in that sort of basic area. I love that he can generate turn meter on a basic and foresight. Going to make him that much more survivable, take more turns, deal more damage. So, special one, this is kind of cool. Redirected Blast. I don't think we've seen a Jedi do this in the game yet. We've actually got blasters getting deflected by a lightsaber and hitting an enemy. I like it. I like it. It's cool. I like it. The animation is kind of sick. It's kind of smooth. So, what is it? Deal physical damage to the target enemy and daze them for 2 turns. This is on a cooldown of 3. If the attack critically hits, remove 100% turn meter from the target enemy, and Padawan Obi-Wan gains 100 speed for 2 turns. It cannot be evaded. That's phenomenal for a special, truth be told. Absolutely phenomenal. If it crits, you're going to strip turn meter, and you're going to be gaining 100 speed for 2 turns. Now, we'll see in a moment that he gains basically 100% crit chance in 5v5. That is phenomenal levels of crit chance. So he's always going to be critting, which means you've always got that chance to withdraw 100% turn meter from the enemy. So you're going to want to be modding this guy, most likely for a decent amount of potency, just in case. Special 2 then is Sweeping Assault. And another one, this one looks fantastic. This one absolutely looks fantastic. He does a couple of attacks, he jumps in, does a twirl, hits another enemy, and then does a nice big horizontal slash followed by a nifty little backflip. The guy's got moves, what can I say? Final text, deal physical damage and inflict defense down for 2 turns on all enemies. If there is an active ally Queen Amidala, deal damage again. Galactic Republic Jedi allies gain crit chance up and offense up for 2 turns. Now this is really good because it gives me a little bit of hope that potentially before we get Queen Amidala that we'll be able to use this guy in either a Keller and Beck team or in a Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron team, a GAC Qui-Gon Jinn, not Master Qui-Gon. simply because there is some Galactic Republic Jedi synergy over here. He is passing crit chance up and offense up, which feeds well into like Jedi Knight Anakin as well with his AoE. Pass that additional damage, inflict defense down for 2 turns on all enemies. That's pretty nifty. Lower their defense, increase your offense. Booyah, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Don't cancel me for that, YouTube. Unique 1, Nobility in Restraint. This was the Conquest Omicron. At the start of battle, Padawan Obi-Wan is going to gain 25% crit chance for each other Galactic Republic ally, and if there is a Master Qui-Gon and Queen Amidala, he also gains Discipline until the end of battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Now, this Discipline buff is actually huge. We'll just come back to this in a moment, but let's check what Discipline does. So while he has Discipline, only have it when you've got Master Qui-Gon and Padme Amidala, Queen Amidala, sorry, is his attacks can't be counted, which is nice. Whenever this character gains a stack of protection over time, they also gain a stack of heal over time for 2 turns, and of course that plays into his basic as well. And this character's attacks ignore protection. Ignore protection, which is great, you know, well, apart from against Gungans with Jar Jar, I guess, or perhaps against gas teams that have got clone allies, where attacking under protection means you just don't hurt anybody. But in almost every circumstance, ignoring protection is a phenomenal capability. This guy can AoE under protection, and he's an attacker. We haven't seen his stats yet, but if he's got good modifiers on these abilities, this guy is going to hurt. This guy's going to hurt. Going back up over here then, Padawan Obi-Wan has got an additional 5% crit chance, stacking to a maximum of 50% for each heal over time on him, and 5% critical damage, maximum 50% for each pot on him. So more heal over time, more protection over time, more crit chance, more crit damage. Love it. If Master Qui-Gon is on the team, whenever Qui-Gon uses an ability, Obi-Wan is going to assist, dealing 40% less damage. The first time Master Qui-Gon is defeated, Padawan Obi-Wan takes a bonus turn and gains 5% offense for each relic amplifier level on Master Qui-Gon Jinn for 4 turns. So this is kind of similar to replicating the Qui-Gon Omicron that we see in GAC, and obviously incentivizes you having more and more amplifier levels on your Qui-Gon Jinn. So at Relic 9, for example, you're going to be gaining 45% additional offense for 4 turns, which I know it's not massive, but it's still a decent chunk. And Obi-Wan's going to be gaining a bonus turn, which is nice. So you do that, you gain a bonus turn, you do your big AoE hit, you attack everybody under protection. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that to have that happen to them. If there is a Handmaiden decoy, Padawan Obi-Wan gives her an additional 50% defense, and we already know that Queen Amidala's team is incredibly chunky as it is, so this is going to be really irritating. If Obi-Wan is active, whenever another ally is critically hit, they gain defense up for 1 turn, and Padawan Obi-Wan gains crit damage up for 1 turn. Both of these are great buffs, by the way. So the Conquest Omicron, and I can't in good faith recommend this, guys. It's decent, I'm not going to lie. It's not that it's bad, but it's just, I feel like the use case is still quite limited. So, all allies are going to be gaining 10% max health and max protection and 30 speed. Allies gain an additional 10% max health and protection for each relic amplifier level on Padawan Obi-Wan. So if you've got a Relic 9 Padawan Obi-Wan, the whole team is going to double their max health and max protection. Quite nice. Cut the offense of Sith enemies in half until the end of battle. This is obviously some tongue-in-cheek humor from the guys at CG, because, you know, you cut them all in half. So you cut Sith enemies' offense in half. I get it, guys. It was a funny joke. I like it. Padawan Obi-Wan has a 50% chance to take a bonus turn whenever an enemy ends their turn. That's really nice. Like, 50% chance to just be like, yeah, I'll take a turn. When Padawan Obi-Wan starts his bonus turn, allies recover 75% health, gain 75% offense for 2 turns, and enemies are inflicted with buff immunity and heal immunity for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. It is very nice abilities. If Obi-Wan's stamina is 50% or greater, whenever an ally uses a special ability, they inflict accuracy down, critical chance down, crit damage down, defense down, evasion down, offense down, potency down, speed down, stagger, tenacity down on target enemy for 2 turns. Basically, you put almost every single debuff in the world on the enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. It can be resisted, but tenacity down is one of them, which is the last in this named one, so maybe the order of operations comes not going to work out too well, but all you need is a second person to do it. Not only that, still, again, whilst his stamina is 50% or greater, whenever he uses a special ability, all allies are going to gain accuracy up, crit chance up, crit damage up, defense up, evasion up, offense up, potency up, speed up, and tenacity up. Basically all the buffs, all of the non-unique buffs in the game just get applied. I understand what they were going for with this. There's quite a few abilities in this game which revolve around applying particular debuffs and gaining certain buffs, right? And Padawan Obi-Wan is supposed to try and help with that. The only problem is that there's still so many different types of feats that I would rather him help out with. I would rather this be whenever you do something that counts towards a feat, it counts as double usage. So if you apply 1 armor shred in the team, it counts as 2. If you pass 5 buffs, it counts as 10. Something like that actively lets me take less battles to finish my feats, rather than them just saying, oh, you can get a bunch of them done with this guy. Because you can, but there's still loads of stuff like win 40 battles with any faction that's not Galactic Republic or Jedi or Lightside or something like that, you know? It's like he's still not going to have a whole lot of use with that Omicron in that instance. So I do applaud CG for trying to do an Omicron for Conquest, but I feel like it still misses the mark. I'm not going to say that having this Omicron is not going to help your Conquest progress. It will help a bunch of people. But there's still plenty of sources of these in many, many kits and characters that you don't need to worry too much about. Oh, I'll just use Padawan Obi-Wan and his Omicron. This over here, you know, this bonus turn is great. Interrupt the enemy, passing a bunch of health and protection and offense and all this sort of business, putting buff immunity and heal immunity on enemies. It's great. It gives you a lot of applicability. But I don't think it's worth an Omicron to me personally. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this Conquest Omicron? I'm still not convinced. Personally, I would rather something that says, you know, using Padawan Obi-Wan lets the team be applicable for any feat. Literally any feat in the game. Any of the boss feats, any of this, so it can count towards it. You don't need to use the team. Then I would consider it. You know, if it says, oh, the whole team in this instance counts as an Inquisitorious team, then I'd apply it in a heartbeat. But it's not doing that. I understand this is going to be valuable to some people, just not to me. In the meantime, I'm super excited about this kit. This kit looks absolutely great. I think his model looks great, and I cannot wait to get him in the game. I'm a little bit disappointed. They do say that there's going to be a Datacron exclusive thing if you get him at 7 stars over here. The first time reward for the penultimate tier of this marquee, requiring a 7-star Padawan Obi-Wan, is going to get an exclusive Datacron. We don't know what that Datacron is. It could be incredibly broken. It might not be, but 7-star Padawan Obi-Wan is outside of the realms of possibility for most people, and I don't think you guys should worry about it too much. It's not like the world is going to be inundated with a bunch of Padawan Obi-Wans. There will probably be a few thousand, maybe at a push before the end of the marquee event, but granted that this is not a special marquee like the Gungans, it means that you're probably looking at $300 to $400 to get this guy at 7-star day 1. So I can't imagine many people are going to be impacted. I'm just hoping that this Datacron also features in the new set of Datacrons that is coming out in about a week's time. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let me know what you think about the new Padawan Obi-Wan in the comments section down below. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe and give a good hey to my wonderful patrons. Thank you guys for being an amazing supportive group of people. I love you all so very much. Until the very next video, peace out, and may the Force be with you.